Quest. For the last 4 decades. Just last night, she was named in the top 10 of the 40 greatest women in country music. Please help me welcome Miss Connie Smith, everybody. Welcome. Good to see you. Welcome. Come on up here. Look at this. Connie, great to see you.
It's great to be here.
It is an honor to have you on the show. Thank you for being here. Last night I'm watching TV, the 40 greatest women in country music, and you were named number 9 on that list. How about that, folks? Number 9. Connie, how did it feel to be named to that list?
I'm just proud to have made the list. I couldn't believe it when it was number 9.
Well, I read or I'd heard something that you kind of found out by surprise. How did you find out you were on the list?
Well, actually, my sister called me and said that she was watching it in Ohio, and actually West Virginia, and called me and said that they were in the 20s and they hadn't said anything to me about me yet. So I thought I was going to miss it, and I got home and thought it was over and turned it on, and they had 10 more to go, and I was 9. So that was great. It
was an excellent profile, and I really liked some of the things that your husband, Marty Stewart, had to say about you.
Me
How did
too.
it make you feel when you saw those people talking about you like that?
Surprised, because they're great folks, the people that talked about me and the artists in their own right. Yeah, it was surprising.
Now, as you were watching the show, did you find yourself rooting for other artists like, oh, I hope so-and-so's up next?
Well, yeah, I mean, Tanya Tucker, I think, is one of the greatest singers, so I think she should be right up there.
Right. You've had such a big influence on other artists. I want to turn the tables a little bit and find out who are some of the artists that have influenced you in your career.
Well, I actually lots of times didn't get to hear country music, but I love, of course, everybody knows Loretta Lynn's my favorite singer, and her and George Jones are my 2 favorites. But growing up, I used to listen to anything I could hear that was music, and I used to listen to Sarah Vaughan and Nancy Wilson and, and Nat King Cole, any of the ones that we could hear, because we couldn't get country music all the time. But when we listened to the Opry, the Louvin brothers were my favorites.
Wow. Wow. How do you think things have changed for female artists now, starting today, compared to when you began your career?
Well, everything's much more business-like. Everything's much more technical. I think it was raw. It's a good thing it was, when I joined, because I really didn't have any coaching or anything. I just wanted to sing. And today there's a lot of coaching, there's a lot of managing, and a lot of that.
One thing I want to point out, you made a very bold move at the height of your career. You decided to take some time off, and the profile last night alluded to that. Would you talk a little bit about why you decided to do that?
Well, I got 5 kids, and I wanted to raise them. so I just quit for a while until they got in school, and then I went back so I could feed them.
And you did that primarily by going out and touring. Do you enjoy going out and touring and playing on the road?
I enjoy people. I love people, so that part, and I love to sing. All the rest of it is just necessary to do that.
Is there any particular favorite song that you have or you enjoy singing live?
Well, usually it's the one that's newest to me, but I guess my real favorite is How Great Thou Art.
Oh, it's a great song.
Yeah, it's a
now, great God. I mentioned earlier you're married to Marty Stewart, and
yes.
He's a busy man as well. How do you balance that professional life with your personal life?
Oh, we do it. We have fun doing it. It's we know where our commitment lies, and everything else really works around that.
He seems like a fun guy.
He is.
Let's talk about future plans. I know you're always out touring, as we talked about, looking for new material. Can fans expect maybe a new album in the future?
Yes, actually, we're talking about doing an album, me and a couple of girls doing an album together, but I'm also writing songs and always looking for songs because I'm not done yet, so I want to do another album. I've really been too busy, and I've decided it's time for me to aim toward another record because I love it so much.
I think we have a couple people here would be anxious to hear that new album. Am I right, folks? We'll be on the lookout. Thank you so much for stopping by, Connie. You can see Connie's profile along with 39 of her peers Sunday at 12 Eastern on CMT's 40 Greatest Women of Country Music. One more time, Miss Connie Smith, everybody. Connie, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.